Yeah, well.
You guys having a good time?
All right.
You know, so it's early in the morning. We're getting up.
Not really.
It's actually it's early for us. This is my morning.
We're usually still
seems
sleeping
early
right
for
now.
us.
They're like,
usually
Jerk,
we're
we've been up
sleeping.
since 7, been here since 9.
Anybody coming to the show tonight? Checking out the show?
My 2K.
Nice, very good.
I'm going.
We'll be there.
I'll be there.
That's awesome. You guys are awesome. One more time for 98 Degrees.
Thank you, guys.
You know what?
Let's introduce the guys. We got Justin, we got Drew, we got Jeff, we got Nick. Of course, you guys. I feel like my 2K. I feel like it's Y2K. You guys look exactly the same. I mean, it's like Greg here. Is Carson Daly on TRL.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
You guys look and sound fantastic. Your harmonies are dead on, and when you were sound checking, people were walking by just like speechless. They were just like, "Whoa, these guys sound awesome," and you do.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Yeah, we officially haven't met yet. I'm Greg, and this is Gina.
Oh, hi! and thank you for stopping by. Like you're saying, this is like brunch time for you guys, right? The show's later tonight at Pier 6.
Yeah.
And so what would you normally be doing? Like, what are you dying to get out of here and do?
Well, Justin would still be asleep
Yes.
right now.
I would be in the bunk.
Yeah.
Be snoozing with a low voice, just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about the touring life. You roll into a city on a bus in the middle of the night, and you kind of wake up whenever you wake up, and you stumble out of the bus, and you look around, and and figure out where you are, get your bearings, get something to eat. But the location tonight, the Pier 6, is beautiful down there.
Yeah.
You guys
It's gorgeous.
You guys live here, so you know. But I mean, it's such a beautiful setting down there. It's gonna be a fun night.
With the Inner Harbor as a backdrop, it's really cool. And
Yeah.
it's cool that you guys are still, you're able to embrace the 90s, and yet you're also able to stay current with a lot of projects that are going on now. But going back to the 90s, how important and influential was TRL and MTV for you guys?
I mean, you're stating the obvious. I think.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble hearing, but
Greg's good at that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, no, I didn't mean it as an insult.
No, it's all
in any
good.
way. It's just like it was obvious for us. I mean, Carson Daly, MTV, making the video, our videos at that time. MTV was playing a lot of videos.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely prevalent in making us a success. So.
I mean, it was a huge show, and you guys were in the homes of teenagers and college kids every afternoon. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a destination. It was destination viewing back then. I mean, kids
Yeah.
came home from school and went straight to the TV, and 3:30, turned on TRL, and we had this conversation yesterday. Videos back in those days could really make or break you. I mean, if you had a killer video, it could make the song a hit. So
And they made us. I mean, all those
Yeah.
videos and great directors made us.
Invisible Man was a hit, but it really didn't get much video play. And then, so you people would know your song, but they wouldn't know what you looked like necessarily. But then,
Which was good in a lot
which
of
worked in our favor. But
You guys are awesome. And that's
Well, it works on the radio for us, too.
yeah, right. I know.
but once because of You hit, it was a big video on MTV, and then suddenly we were being recognized in a way that we never had been.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were already invested in us at that point, so they couldn't turn away at that point because you started getting airplay. So they just
And it's kind of like early social media too, which now you guys on Instagram recently posted this hilarious video, or the hilarious picture of you guys, that you could easily be confused for our men's Olympic swimming team. So needless to say, you guys have not lost your sense of humor. We thought that was hilarious, and it made us think about another big event coming up, sporting event. The Super Bowl is looking for halftime entertainment. We know it's not going to be Adele, Kanye, maybe, but who would you guys, if you got the call? I mean, would you be ready?
Nah, it's only
What do you
the
think?
Super Bowl.
We're too
quick.
sweet for that stuff.
Going back to that picture of the swimmers, I want you guys to tell us
who's who?
Who's who? Which one's Nick? Which one's Drew?
Good idea.
I know I look a little different because I'm not as tan as I was in that.
Justin's going to be the blonde one.
yeah, he's locked. He had the platinum blonde.
Yeah, that's back when I was going platinum.
I don't know. You can usually tell which one's me because I'm the shortest one. But they already claimed Justin.
I was like a step down, so I'm normally obviously taller than Drew.
I think Nick's Michael Phelps. I'm the guy on the left, whoever that guy is.
I'll take it.
And Drew's hair is very similar to the guy in the back. It's a little shorter.
I'm the guy in the back going like this. Like, are we really doing an interview? I just won the gold.
Yeah. Seriously, this is what we're doing?
Hey, but you're welcome, America. You're welcome.
Yeah. You always read tabloids, especially back in the 90s, the boy band this, boy band that, Christina and Britney and all that. Was there controversy and competition, or do you all know each other? Are you friendly?
We got. I think all that was much more propagated in the media than it really was. Actual reality. We know those guys. knew those guys throughout the whole, our whole time coming up. We'd met NSYNC in Europe before, they even broke here, and we're very good friends with them. So I think I think there's always a little bit of a competition.
Oh, look at that. See?
You're still friends. Look at that.
Who's that bear on the right?
Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams there. Yeah, so we love those guys, and we didn't like each other very much, but we liked the other groups fine. So.
I mean, when NSYNC goes out and sells 2 million records the first week, you're like, oh, but that's a good song,
Yeah.
So it's I mean, obviously there is a little bit like, oh man, 2 million records, that's awesome.
And I always wondered if it was kind of like, you build a Burger King across the street from a McDonald's. If one band does well, does the other band do well as well, or is it completely different?
No, it is. I mean, the whole, when the genre succeeds and
Yeah.
the genre's doing well and thriving, everybody succeeds and thrives.
We saw that there was room for everybody. I mean, there were people who were more Backstreet fans, more NSYNC fans, more 90 Degree fans. So I feel like it was a fun era in music where everyone was celebrating great songs and great music, and we were honored to be a part of that. But in the end, there was, I think, room for everybody.
We were more the working class boy band, so we had the more affordable ticket prices,
We're the
more
blue-collar
accessible.
guys.
See, we love that about you. In Charm City, Baltimore, very much a working class town. You're our people. Seriously, that's
When you did in the Still of the Night, I can totally see you guys around that trash barrel and that fire going. It's
Yeah.
wintertime, you got your gloves on. Completely.
Believe it or not, that song, that was the way we put food in our mouths when we were
Yeah.
trying to get signed. We would literally go and sing at Taco Bell and sing for
We would drop the
like
hat
burgers.
for food and
Yeah.
money and,
Yeah.
and whatever it took. Yeah.
Yeah, you just wanted to sing. And then what was the catalyst for getting you guys back together again? Was that 2012, right, when you decided
Yeah.
you're going to, I know you're all doing, Drew, you got the Mirror Ball trophy. I have to,
Oh yes.
we'd be remiss
Yeah,
if we didn't
baby.
congratulate you.
Did you bring it? Did you bring the
That's
mirror
man
ball?
can
I do.
dance. He brings it everywhere.
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 I have it.
It's in the back.
And
You'll
his
bring it out.
dancing
There it
shoes.
is.
His
There it
dancing
is.
shoes. He's always ready to go.
The lovely Cheryl Burke,
It's
too.
like this Stanley Cup trophy. You just
Yes.
the Stanley Cup. I just
Look at
carry
that.
it
Isn't that
wherever.
beautiful?
By the
We're
way,
proud of it. We're
all
proud of
these
it.
pictures, all these pictures are proof we've been stalking you for 6 months.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, who made the first phone call? I mean, obviously, Drew, Nick, you guys,
Well, this
familial
was-
relation there, but
It's funny. I actually ran into Donnie Wahlberg at a thing up in Mohegan Sun, and he was like, you know what, you guys should.
I think it's his birthday, by the way.
Today? Oh,
Yesterday was his birthday.
yes.
Dag.
Well, you guys are close.
Stalker.
He's 62.
He's 62.
He looks fantastic. He doesn't look a day over
And
60.
he's in better shape than I am.
But they had
47?
gotten back together, and he basically said, "Hey, you guys should think about getting back together. We're having a blast doing it." And so that we kind of started talking about it, and it was just the right opportunity for us to be a part of a great tour. Boys to Men are our idols. I mean, we literally look up to them so much, and
Absolutely.
chance to share the stage with them, and obviously to share the stage with New Kids was a great way to kind of get back into the mix.
So tickets still available tonight. If you're not going, you want to go. Tell us about the show tonight.
Well, we have a great lineup. We have Dream and Ryan Cabrera and O-Town. And we knew O-Town from back in the day. And Dream actually used to tour with us back in 2000. And then actually Ryan came a tiny bit later than the TRL era. But, Nick had known him and worked with him before.
Yes, Ryan and I knew each other.
Yeah.
We shared dinner tables.
But the show's high energy. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're known for our ballads, but we have a lot of surprises in there, up-tempo stuff, a lot of fun, high energy, great band.
It's just a party. It really, it's just a big party, and everyone has a great time. We were in New York last night. It was just an awesome crowd in Coney Island, and the whole tour's been fantastic.
That's
so,
fabulous. You
yeah.
find it that you have, a whole new generation of fans too. Obviously, we grew up with you on TRL, but are you finding there's a younger audience too that's like discovering you for the first time?
It turns out our fans are even younger and more beautiful than we thought.
Yeah. Well, you
second-
guys work it so
smell
good.
good. They smell
I'm
so
telling
good.
you,
You guys are
you're
smooth.
singing, you're
You
making
weren't
eye
buying into
contact.
any of that, I noticed.
Oh, I mean it. It's for real.
And the fun thing now is that now our fans 20 years later can drink. And
Yes. Yeah, well, what we're thinking of doing, we should charter a boat and just be floating by and keep the beer tub cold for you guys and just keep jumping up, swimming across the harbor, making sure you guys are well hydrated out there.
I like the way you think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm right on board with that.
Once again, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
all.
joining us.
Thank you all for
guys.
coming
Thank you
out.
for
Thank you
being
all
here.
so much for having us.
98 degrees in the Up Close Performance Studio.